It's time to mind your business with me, Jamillah Lodge. Tune in to find out how to mind your business with BEDC, special guest entrepreneurs, industry experts, and more. Brought to you by BEDC. Bermuda Business starts here. So welcome to Mind Your Business. I'm your host, Jamillah Lodge, and you are my guests today, Terai Wilson and Rico Beek. Terai, yes. And Rico. Yes. Well, pleasure to meet you and welcome to Mind Your Business. So both of you are co-founders of the Pink Sand Confectionery.
Yes.
And before we get started, I'm going to give you both an opportunity to kind of introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about yourself and your background. So you go first, Terai.
Okay, my name's Terai Wilson. I'm 36. A little bit about me. I'm a former prison officer. I was a prison officer for 8.5 years. 8 years. I don't have any previous experience in candy development, but I am a candy connoisseur, a candy lover. Yes.
I love that.
Yes, I eat candy almost every day of my life.
Okay.
I'm definitely more health conscious tip lately, so I'm trying to put a little bit more to the side, but yeah, that's a little bit about me in a nutshell.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, Rico.
And myself, Rico. I'm 33. I would say I'm a bit of a jack of all trades.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of experience in different realms. Which we're in this stage now. I'm looking to put something forth for ourselves and be in control of our direction.
Yeah.
And have some freedom.
Okay.
And just trying to take the next step forward. A proud father, first time father.
Oh,
so
congratulations!
That's also a bit of big inspiration for the direction that we're taking now, moving forward as entrepreneurs.
So I'm excited about the fact that it's Pink Sand Confectionery and it's candy, right? Now I know why you are doing it because
exactly, right?
you love candy.
I kind of let the cow be big on that one.
Yeah. But how did you come up with the idea? How did you decide firstly to get together and do this collectively? But what made you decide to produce candy?
Well, pretty much you kind of hit the nail on the head. One day we were talking because we are longtime friends and cousins actually.
Okay.
Yes. So just one of our normal powwows, we got the idea of, does Bermuda have a taste? And it's like, well, it's a lot of taste and flavor profiles from our childhood that are nostalgic. And after talking for a little while, we realized, you know what? It actually does have a lot of different tastes, but is it a way that we can bring that into something tangible?
Right.
And candy was where it was at.
Okay.
And to piggyback on that, I would say the fact that Bermuda, we consume a lot of sweets and candies in general, but there's not really much development here, if any. So there's like an open market, I would say. So that also made it more of a niche that we were looking to see if we can
tap into. I mean, I love it. I love how you were in one of our powwows. So I'm
many powwows.
That's what I'm saying. I'm assuming that you get together and you kind of have these conversations regularly. You used to be a prison officer, and so working for someone is different than working for yourself and being an entrepreneur. So did you always know that this is the road that you wanted to take in terms of entrepreneurship, or was it just happenstance and you were like, okay, what is life like prison officer like? And for yourself, you're like, I'm having this new family, I got to make sure that I insure. So what was that kind of thought process around deciding to start an entrepreneurial venture?
I would say that our respective directions kind of met, because speaking for me personally, I have tried to had different businesses at different stages for myself, but always fell back on working for somebody else for stability purposes, and just not having a clear direction of where and how, and having the structure to facilitate being an entrepreneur up until now at least. And for him, he can speak for himself, but it's like our paths met where we were both looking for a new path and a direction. So it was almost divine timing, I can say.
Really, that word has definitely been prominent in this whole experience. Yeah, it's been divine. I would say that it has been something that's been in me for as long as I can remember, that I always felt like I wanted to earn something that was mine.
Right.
And, I didn't really want to make other people's time, even though you're going to have to make time regardless. But being a prison officer, it gave me the confidence saying that, you know what, I can do something as challenging as this. I can take on anything. So,
okay. And it's true.
For sure.
It's true. And the rewards, I think the risk is high, but the rewards are also high, right?
Yeah.
Because you get to kind of chart your own course. You get to decide how big or how small it's going to be, right?
Exactly.
So talking about size, what do you envision for Pink Sand Confectionery? Like, how do you see it being? Is it going to just be a local brand? Do you see it like going outside of Bermuda and being on the shelves in other places?
So from the very first conversation, it was always something that we can take internationally. That was always our thought process. As beautiful as Bermuda is, it is small. So we never wanted to limit ourselves and cage ourselves in, so to speak. So, and the vision from the very start was to bring Bermuda to the world.
Okay.
That's actually in our slogan, is from us to you, from Bermuda to the world.
Okay. And so is that kind of why you chose Pink Sand as the name?
Yeah, it's a distinction from our beautiful local beaches that
Yeah.
anybody would be reminiscent of if they ever visited or have the desire to come here. Something the first thing you'll see, I guess, doing any research is
The Pink
the
Sand.
Pink Sand beaches. Yeah,
Right.
So it's like it clicks. It
Yes.
clicks, yeah.
Exactly.
So talk to me about the candy and the flavors and how it differs from any other candy that you can find on the island.
I would say that we're really trying to highlight the cultural aspect and just tap into the nostalgia that encouraged us, I guess, to even pursue this venture. So yeah, just the profiles that we're looking to introduce are just.
Tell me, what are some of them? Give me some.
So the first flavor profile that we're working on is loquat.
Okay.
So that's something that really just screams Bermuda. We actually had a poll on Instagram, and we let the consumers actually pick which flavor profile that we were going to pursue first.
Okay.
And loquat was the overwhelming favorite. Profiles that are coming later down the line are things like Around the World, Swizzle.
Yes,
things
of
like
course.
that. Yeah, exactly, right?
Is it gonna be looking at it?
We might have some options, yes.
Some adult options.
The adult
Exactly.
lollipop,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
I love it. But I mean, it makes sense, and I think from a global standpoint, or selling Bermuda to the world, I think we are fortunate in that Bermuda does sell, right? People like to be associated with it, affiliated, even if the only thing they know is the triangle.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They know Bermuda, right? And so I think it makes this very smart of you to kind of lean into that and say, okay, how can we bring a taste of Bermuda to the rest of the world? So yeah, I'm excited. Like, where the samples at? Y'all didn't.
So we're actually still well into the development stage,
Okay.
but we're
I have to invite you
trust
back.
in the process. I guess.
100%.
Yeah,
Yes.
so-
When you have stuff. So okay, who has the culinary skills?
I can speak for myself
Rico.
in that regard. Yes, I have
Okay.
a mother who's loves to cook and bake, and family from that regard, and it's rubbed off. I'm a bachelor now, so I have to take care of myself. So I have to cooking. I wouldn't say bake as much, but yeah, I do love to cook. Candy development is something a little different, but it's all similar once you know how to balance flavors and things. So yeah.
How you learn? Like what? So I'm just trying to wrap my mind around the process, right? So you powwow, you decide you're gonna do this business, and you're like candy because I eat it all the time, and why we don't have any Bermuda made candy. So we're gonna go chef it up in the kitchen and just start trying stuff.
Right. Well, I actually do have an associate who has experience making candies, making gummies.
Okay.
So once we paired that into our original idea, it was always like, okay, this is
We
Exactly.
can do it.
Yes.
Because I always think when I associate candy with Bermuda, I think about the glass candies. You know how they do it and put in a little saran wrap or whatever the case may be. So, I mean, am I thinking right in terms of that's what you envision for your candy? Is it going to be that kind of hard candy?
No,
What- tell me-
we're thinking about going more of the gummy route.
Okay.
Yes. Something that's a little bit more inclusive for everyone. You know,
Okay.
that's why we went the vegan route as well.
Oh, talk to me
Yes.
about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So our traditional gummies actually use gelatin, which
Yes.
is a meat byproduct, and not everyone can partake of it. I do have some friends that are of different faiths that they can't partake of meat and things like that.
Health restrictions as well.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and health restrictions. So it's all about being inclusive, and with the technology and the ingredients that are available to us today, it was always like a no-brainer into why we wouldn't go this route.
Right.
I feel like everyone's going to have to go this route eventually.
Right. Okay. So on top of the fact that you have the differentiation around the flavor profiles, you also are looking to make it vegan.
Exactly.
And so these are gummies.
Yes.
So we're going to get like gummy bear-ish type.
Yeah, we're looking to make modes that are also
Unique
as well.
You know what?
Yes.
You're just holding out on me. I'm like, wait. What? So that's great, right? So you're talking about creating this very visible presence, I think, that can compete like against all the other ones, right? Because when they see it, they'll know that it's uniquely you. That's really cool. I'm excited. So now, you guys are in our Enterprise Bermuda program.
Yeah.
Tell me, like, why did you decide to apply? Like, was it around the time where you had done the powwow and you're like, we need something to...
Yes.
Talk to me about that whole thought process.
You want me to take it? Okay, I'll take this one. Sure, that's exactly what it was. It was around the time of the powwow. It was like, okay, well, what resources do we have available to us? You know, I do have friends and associates that have been in the program before, and there was just a thought at the back of my mind. I said, you know what? Let's at least apply. What's the worst that can happen?
Right.
You know, and fortunately, EDC liked our vision, and yeah, they let us be a part of this amazing experience.
Okay, good.
And the structure that's provided and the resources have definitely been divine timing as well. Just give us the vision to how to move forward really, in the right way, so we don't have to keep going back and forth and like we said, rebranding or just trying to figure out a way. Just giving us a lot of insight and knowledge that you wouldn't have had without. Yeah.
And I'll pay you afterwards, but I love to hear you say that, because that's exactly what it's for, right? It's like you have this idea. How do I now take this idea and make it like a reality? Like, what is the step-by-step process that I have to go through? Who do I need to talk to? What are the different processes? And that you are finding value, and it means that we're doing what we're supposed to do. Absolutely. So I'm glad to hear you say that. In terms of the idea, I'm excited, but I'd love to know like what other types of feedback. Like, I'd love to hear that you did that Instagram poll to see what the flavors are, because you're engaging your future client base already, right? They're part of this whole thing. So what other types of feedback have you gotten from the community and the public around this idea?
Every time that we tell someone our idea, it's always been positive feedback. Nothing but positive feedback. They've actually even suggested some flavor profiles that we weren't even thinking of.
Okay.
So it's like,
exactly.
They're definitely a part of the entire experience. And this program has actually taught us to, you know what, not be in a rush to get the product out, but really work on the brand. You know, exactly. Something like develop more of a story that people can relate to.
Yes. Like the story that you love candy.
Yeah, exactly. Right?
It's a good start.
Yeah,
It's like I want to eat my old stuff.
Yes.
No, but I think it adds, and I don't know, because I hadn't met you before, so I automatically assumed that you were a woman.
Okay.
Because it was food and cooking. So when I met you, I was like, well, look at that.
Right.
These guys are making candy. So I really think that is a surprise. It was a surprise to me, and I think it'll be a surprise to others. But that you're going down this road, I love it. And I personally think that there is an opportunity in Bermuda to have more manufacturing types of things. You know what I mean? Like, we import all of this stuff because we're an island, and we have to. But why can't we create something that is Bermuda made, Bermuda, created or whatever, and support our local population?
Exactly.
And then next thing you know, we when we're traveling, we're gonna see Pink Sand Confectionery.
Yeah.
On the shelves.
Yeah.
That's the plan. That's the idea.
So, okay, give me like a timeline. And I know you're at the idea phase, you're formalizing and all of that, but what is your timeline that you've set for yourself in terms of having like a minimum viable product?
So we have given ourselves at least to the end of this year to have something that we can at least feel comfortable having people test.
Okay.
You know, so that we can generate some content and some feedback around that as well. And that will take us into the next year. We are also looking to be a part of the upcoming Sweets and Snacks Expo in Las Vegas.
Okay.
So that's something that if we can have a tangible product to attend something like that, that will also garner some more needed exposure.
And when is that?
That's in May.
In May of
Yes.
next year. So you
That's
come
okay.
on now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're gonna be setting up tastings and all that. So what do you envision? You're gonna do public tasting, or how are you gonna do it?
Well, we're gonna do a little bit of both.
Okay.
Definitely, we're gonna be able to bring something that it obviously isn't gonna make you barf the first time you taste it, right? So we gotta make sure it tastes good with us.
Right.
But yeah, definitely, we want, like I said, the consumers to be as much of part of this experience as possible.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be as public as possible. It's gonna be on the street. We're gonna be doing things at different businesses. Hopefully, that's the
Pop-ups,
plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a local events. So
Yeah.
any opportunities we can to get some exposure.
Yeah, I'm like free candy. Like you can't.
Who doesn't want it, right?
Who doesn't want that?
Exactly.
But so you mentioned vegan, which I think is great. But in terms of like people's allergies and things like that, like what are you doing to kind of try and address those issues? Because I'm sure people will want to know.
Exactly. That was the entire thinking behind it, actually.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's creating something that's inclusive of everyone.
Okay.
So it's about putting the product out there, getting the feedback, what people's actual concerns are, and just
Making adjustments if need
exactly
be.
according to the data,
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay, all right, I see you. So, you mentioned that you want to have a product by the end of the year. So that's what you're shooting for. That's
Yes.
what the goal is.
Yes.
And what do you need in order to ensure that that happens? Like, do you have all of the things and resources that you need?
Actually, we're in the process of sourcing ingredients and resources now just to get that started. So that's where we are currently, yeah. So I know you said to the end of the year, but we're actually in the process of that now.
Okay.
Getting everything together, and then we're just going to start to formulate, experiment, and get
It's going to be
everything
like
in.
a lab in there.
exactly.
You know?
So we're excited about this part because everything up until now has been just foundational, basically.
Yeah.
And like you said, building the brand and interacting with our audience and seeing which direction we actually want to go before we do it in vain, I guess you want to say.
Yeah, yeah.
Be back and forth. But yeah, so we're excited about where we are right now because it's testing time pretty much.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that is exciting. And I would think that now with like social media, you have more access to your potential client base, right? You can get that. It's almost like call and response. You can be like, what that tastes like? What, did
Exactly.
you like it? No? Okay, we're going to switch that up.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Which
Yes.
is invaluable.
For
You know
sure.
what I mean? So I'm excited to see what it is. And I'm volunteering myself to sign up for one of your,
Perfect, okay.
your taste.
Okay.
Your
Yes, yes.
taste. So, okay, let's fast forward. Candy's produced. We got sorted out. The brand is sorted out. What is going to be your distribution model? Have you thought about that? Like, are you doing retail, wholesale, like online? What are your thoughts about that?
We're looking to use all the pretty much.
Okay.
But we went to the Lumina Festival recently.
Yes.
Yes.
That was insightful as well, and we didn't know about the space Lucky
Mhm.
in town. We just crossed that recently, so we're looking to collaborate with people like that. Have our own pop-up shops, and talk about cultural events and stuff like that. Just every opportunity we can to get it out and get some exposure. We're looking to
Okay.
use all the outlets.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and yes. So, in terms of this entire process from start to finish, what do you think was the most challenging for you as you started this journey?
The most challenging would be to actually have the concept, floating around in the thought space, and then to bring it to have something actually tangible. That was very challenging, but this program has been a game changer in that regard. Like, it's literally gave us the structure, and the access to different resources, and even just other experienced entrepreneurs that give us, different advice and skills and tidbits to really take with us on our journey. So that's been the biggest challenge, but like I said, because of the program, we're overcoming it.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it's about. And I think hearing you guys speak, I hope others can hear, because sometimes I think people are afraid to like share their idea or utilize resources that could potentially help them because they don't want to share their idea. So I tell them all the time, listen, you can't do that, but they don't listen to me. So I'm hoping that they listen to you because you're entrepreneurs and you're going through it right now. You know what I mean? And it's you can do, because you're a partnership, you can rely on each other, but I think to actually achieve whatever that ultimate goal is, you must rely on other people, right? Other skill sets, other resources. You're relying on the public to guide you in terms of your flavor profile. So it's okay to share, you know, your idea, to try and get as much support as you can.
For sure. It's actually necessary at some point.
Yeah.
Yes, for
Yeah.
sure.
We're definitely a little reluctant at certain stages because, you know, they say that you don't want to speak on things until they're already in motion. You know, just balancing that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what we've been doing.
Yeah.
So
sure.
Well, listen, I'm so glad you took the chance to apply for the incubator. And we're always going back and forth. We're like, do people still want this? Do people still need it? So to hear you say that it is helping you to kind of hone in on what you need to do to kind of move your idea forward makes me know that it is working, and that, you know, we should continue to try and provide this support for entrepreneurs. So you're now entrepreneurs, you're now building this business. What would you say to maybe friends or someone else who might have something, you know, like in the back of their head, they're not sure if they want to do it or not? What would you say to encourage them to maybe take the lead?
I would say
just it's as simple as just start.
Just get started.
Yeah,
exactly.
Start somewhere.
For sure. You learn a lot more with trial and error than you ever do with just sitting on an idea and planning it out methodically. Just get out there, make some mistakes. Someone once told me you have to embrace your mistakes. You know, and I'm taking that with me on this journey.
Right.
You know, let's hurry up and start making some mistakes.
Yeah.
You know,
I love that.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Because really, that's the best teacher, right?
Yeah, you learn. Well, yeah, if you have that idea, that perspective, to learn from your mistakes.
Yeah.
Turn into lessons instead of just losses.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that. Look, all of those sayings can go on a T-shirt, right?
Right.
they're not losses, they're lessons.
Yeah.
But no, I think you're absolutely right. And that's one of the reasons why we try to create kind of like a experiential learning. So you go away and you engage and you talk with people, because if you don't try, you're never going to know what it could have been.
Exactly.
And when you do something, like when you're a kid and you put your hand on the iron or something and you get burned, do you put your hand on it?
Yeah,
no,
never again.
never again. So the only way to really get that and make it sink in is to actually do it. You have to go through the process and do it. So I'm so pleased that you're taking the risk. And I would love to see the progress. You know, this program isn't forever, but certainly now that you're part of the BDC family, we would love to, you know, assist in other journeys, because we have other products and everything that you might need to help you along your journey. So talking about your needs, is there anything that you currently need to assist you along your journey?
Right now, everything that we've been receiving has been above our expectations already.
Okay.
So we're not even at the point where we're asking for anything more.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
It's really like the blessings have been showered on us at this point. Where it's like, okay, well, let us catch up on the process.
He said, hold off on the blessings.
Yeah. But yeah. So I guess the more that we delve into the actual process, we're gonna obviously have needs down the line.
Yeah.
But right now, we're not even in a space to really ask for anything else.
Right.
We're just appreciative.
Yeah.
For
Okay.
sure.
I love to hear it. Well, listen, as long as you keep your hands open to receive, you'll get more and more, right? And as and when you need those different things, of course, you know, come to us and let us know how we can help. But I would love to continue having the conversation and seeing how we can continue to support your journey, because I'm excited for it.
Thank you.
Like I
appreciate
can definitely see you like somewhere on Shark Tank or something.
That's the dream. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take more of that manifestation, please.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
You know what I mean? Because I think we need to put Bermuda on the map in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a unique way to do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
People think about the beaches and the Bermuda shores, but why we can't have Bermuda candy too?
Why not?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Pink Sand Confectionery.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
He's like, all right,
Mm-hmm.
all right. So I think from a standpoint of your idea, you're moving towards building out this business. What do you think are going to be some key things that are going to help to propel you from just, I guess, a local brand to like a global brand?
Mm-hmm. I believe the story behind it.
Right.
The story is going to take us a lot further than we ever previously anticipated.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing that we really learned from the Innovation Festival.
Okay.
The belief in the brand is going to take us over the moon, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So that's why we're developing the brand so much so now, as opposed to just throwing a product out there and seeing what sticks.
Right, right.
We're working on the story so that our consumers can be just a part of the whole experience.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what's going to benefit us in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
Give us longevity, not just because Bermudians are so temperamental. Just like you say, it's a fancy new thing, and then
Yeah.
But if you have a solid foundation and a good story, that would give us longevity.
And if it tastes good.
And
There you go. Exactly. And that's just the icing on top, right? No
If
pun
it
intended.
tastes good.
Yeah.
But he said no pun intended.
Yeah.
I love it. So I know you had mentioned that you're going to do gummies, but do you have any desires to do any other type of sweet?
So right now we're just trying to perfect the one thing,
Okay.
our main product.
Okay.
There has been fleeting conversations of something like down the line, but right now,
Let's get this one
exactly.
first.
Let's
okay.
perfect this, and then we'll move on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All
one
right.
step at a time.
Because I'm saying the name itself, the Pink Sand Confectionery,
Yeah, that's fine.
it gives you, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? So
You
that
get
was smart.
variations. Yeah.
Yeah, you haven't you didn't say
Limited
the Pink Sand gummies.
Exactly.
So you gave yourself enough room to be able to expand your product line and all of that kind of stuff. All right, so when it's fully grown and this company is where you want to be, all over the world, is it is it gonna stay like a partnership and you own it, or do you have visions of it being something that can be sold, or have you thought about like an exit strategy? Or you?
I didn't even think about an exit strategy before we went on the festival. There was actually a session that was
Talked about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Exit strategy.
Yeah, that we actually sat down and so it was like, that's interesting. But I think right now this is our baby.
Yeah.
And yeah, I want to watch it grow and turn into an adult and watch it go to college and everything. right. So yeah, I don't have any thoughts about letting it go as of
Not
right
yet.
now. Yeah,
Okay.
Not yet.
And it's funny that you say that, because rarely when you're starting up something do you think about that,
Yeah.
right? And I just think it's a difference in culture and how we approach starting businesses in Bermuda, because I feel like in some cases and bigger jurisdictions, the first thing they think about is their exit strategy.
Exactly.
They're like, I want to build a business that I can exit out of in 5 years. So what does that business look like? It's almost like a reverse kind of.
They're thinking about it in a
Yes,
different-
like what kind of business will allow me to get out?
Yes.
Right?
For sure.
But you were like, I just like eating candy, so.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It was always like, what can I do that doesn't feel like work? I
Right.
can do this for the rest of my life, and it feels like I'm just having fun eating candy, right?
Eating candy,
Yeah.
healthy candy.
Healthy
at that.
candy at that, exactly.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, I have really enjoyed getting to know you and learning more about your business. I know I work at BEDC, but we have a team that gets to work with you, have the pleasure to engage with you on a more day-to-day basis. So this has been a treat for me. I feel like I'm missing out. Like,
Well, you're welcome to come. Yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah.
know. And you have a session on
Tonight, yes.
Thursday night, so maybe I will just pop in and see what's going on
For
and meet
sure.
the rest of the team. But no, it's really been a pleasure getting to know you.
Likewise.
I can't wait till you have that first taste
Taste
test.
test, yeah.
Please do include
You
us,
definitely
like your
will.
your
For sure.
cohort.
Will do.
Let me ask you this. So it's you along with, I think, is 8 other businesses that are in there with you. What is the dynamic like within the groups in the incubator?
I can't speak for other times, but it seems like we have a really good group this time. We're the only males, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I guess that's inspiring to the both of us as well. But But yeah, I feel like even on the trip, we had good chemistry, everybody, even though we have our own various niches. But
Yeah.
it was good, like you said, to be in a realm of people who are trying to move forward in a similar fashion. And for us to all be able to lean on each other.
Yeah.
And hold each other accountable.
Yeah.
For sure. I would like to add on that. The opportunity for collaboration is there. You know, it's, like I said, we have such a good dynamic with everyone else. And that's pretty much all we've been talking about is different ideas on how we can work together to bring all of our businesses up at the same time. And it's a very unique experience.
I love that.
Yeah.
And that's the idea. It's like, I love it when a plan comes together.
Right.
But that's essentially what it is. It's creating a safe space for you and other entrepreneurs to lean on each other and work with each other and support each other to make sure that your businesses build up and come to fruition. So now, if people are interested or want to know more or participate in any focus groups or anything like that, do you have like anything set up or contact information? Can they reach out to you if they want to follow along the story? Like,
Yes.
where can they find you?
Yes, we do. Well, right now we're on Instagram
Okay.
at the Pink Sand Confectionery. Actually, sorry, at Pink Sand _confectionery.
Okay.
Yes. So
Okay.
that's where you would find us right now. But
Okay.
That's our main outlet right now. We're
Definitely.
looking to don't really need a website. as
Not
of
yet.
But,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
looking to scale different areas for communication and networking as we progress.
Yeah.
But yeah, Instagram's our primary one right now. So you can
Okay.
find us there.
All right. Well, listen, I'm going to go follow you after this.
Thank you. Yeah.
But I just want to congratulate you guys for taking the risk, stepping out of your comfort zone, signing up for the incubator. And I can't wait to see that first.
We appreciate it.
I really am looking forward to it. And so we have to invite you back on so you can give us an update once you launch.
Sure, looking forward to it.
Yeah?
Mhm.
Okay.
For sure.
All right. Well, so thank you so much again. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Lincoln.
All the best. And remember, if you don't mind your business, who will?
Exactly.
Like that.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thanks for tuning in to Mind Your Business with me, your host, Jamillah Lodge. Tune in next week, Thursday at 4 p.m. because if you don't mind your business, who will? Mind Your Business is brought to you by BEDC. Bermuda Business starts here.